Hello and welcome, everyone. It is Stephanie with Maureen Bradley Designs, and today I am sharing some new, inspiring video on a project that I have begun. On the Maureen Bradley Designs Facebook page, we have created a new group, and everyone is welcome to join. And we are sharing everyday inspiration, positivity, good vibes, and hopefully sparking your creativity. Last month, I started a new challenge to help spark your creativity by sharing with you some things that I am inspired by every day. So I did try, see if I can get in the camera. I tried this little candy for Easter, and I was so inspired by the wrapper. It's got some pinks and golds and whites in it, flowers, and I ended up creating a jewelry collection inspired by this wrapper. And you can check that out on the Facebook page and Instagram pages for Maureen Bradley Designs to see what that challenge was all about. And also in the group, I also shared those pictures. So if you want to join the group, it's free for everyone, and we're sharing just some creativity. I have a little doggy in the background. Shh, shh, shh. So today I wanted to share with you um, the next challenge for the month of April. And so that is going to be from this bottle of wine that I tried. It's called the Butterfly Effect. And let's see, get it here in the camera. So I was so inspired by this bottle of wine that I ended up trying it. And I don't know about you, but I love butterflies. And I love the fact that this was called the Butterfly Effect. So for this month's challenge, we're a little bit late in the month. I usually try to get this going at the beginning of the month. We did have spring break and we were off having fun. So I'm a little bit late getting started this month. So I'm hoping I can tackle this in 2 videos. One, today I'm going to share with you the pendant that I'm thinking of. And we're going to go ahead and paint the brass pieces. And then in the next video, I will tackle putting it all together for you and showing you what I'm doing. So let me turn the camera down. Okay. So here is the pendant that I have going. And I've started with some brass pieces. And I'm going to add some flowers. These are acrylic flowers and some metal flower cap. Like they're flower bead caps, I guess. And then come in with some chain where we dangle these beautiful acrylic leaves. So to share with you, I've already sort of begun, if I can get these in the camera, I've already created this piece, and I did that this morning just to kind of show you the 2 pieces, what they could look like with some paint on them. And this one we're going to stamp into paint in sort of like a paint pour technique style, which you can see what I've done here. These 2 little wooden pieces are for a different project. And then right here, this one I did this morning. I love how it came out. I stamped it into some paint, and I'm going to show you how we did that. This butterfly is still drying, so I don't want to touch it, but I'll get it a little bit closer in the camera. This one I painted by hand and allowed the paint to kind of meld together. So those are our pieces and where I'm going with this project and what I wanted to share with you today. So I'm going to go ahead and remove my acrylic pieces because we'll be dealing with those in the next video. But I wanted to give you an idea of what it's going to look like. So first, I'm going to pull the butterfly to the side and make sure. First, I've covered my workspace with some paper because you don't want to damage any of your furniture. And then I've gotten just a Dixie plate to where we can work on. And then I have a second smaller Dixie plate to where I'm going to put my pieces on in order for them to dry. I'm using patina paints today. I have had these for a little while now, And these were the previous Vintage paints. Vintage has a new paint out called Colorful Soul. I have not had a chance to buy them yet because I'm still trying to use up my patina paints. These paints are lasting me forever, but if you can't find patina paint, they do have Colorful Soul in a beautiful range of colors. I've been looking at them to hopefully in the future when I do need new paints, I'll be able to buy some of those. So let me go ahead and put this down. These paints also need to be shaken. You hear that? But I don't want to shake it in front of you, but I just wanted you to see that it does have a little ball inside of it, and you need to shake it for about 30 seconds. And then sometimes the inside spout, as you can see, will get plugged. I take a little pin and I just put it in there. So I've gone ahead and done that already. My paints are good and stirred. And we're just going to create now. And I do have a little bit of water, a little bowl of water. And I've grabbed just some silicone brushes that are easy to dip in water. And then I have paper towel to wipe my brushes off. I love these brushes because you can just easily wipe them away, wipe the paint off, and then move to the next color. So what else do I need to tell you that I'm thinking about? Well, I think that's it. We're ready to get started. I'm going to grab my pencil, and then I am just going to draw a little outline of this flower onto my plate, like so. And it doesn't have to be perfect. You know, you're just trying to get the outline. And then I'm doing this so that we know exactly where to drop our paint. Because on this one, and you can see the outline of my flower, on this one I'm just going to be stamping it into the paint. So I thought we could do a little bit of maybe a daisy type flower. So I have white, yellow, and green that I'm going to go with for the inner part of the flower. And then I'm going to add white, yellow, and green. And then for this outer, maybe some more white. And then we're going to tinge the ends with some pink. So I've got jade, petalite, citrine, and this marble color. All right. So I'm going to go ahead, and all I'm going to do is just start dropping paint onto my plate. I put little drops, and I'm going to that's it. Just sort of go in a circle, kind of keep them together. If they start blending together, it's perfectly fine. I don't think anything in nature is perfect, so why should we be perfect, right? That's what makes this so much fun. And you just want to make sure you have enough of the paint so that when you go to stamp your flower, you're covering it all. And so I'm going to put some more white here. And I'm just dropping it on there like that. That's it. You see it? It looks like a pretty flower, right? And then I'm just going to come on the outside. And I'm just dropping that pink color there, pretty close together. It's okay if it runs together. All right. Now here's the really fun part, and the part where if you want to, you can wear gloves. I'm not wearing gloves so you can see my hands. So I am going to get some paint on my hands. I do apologize for that, but we're going to be okay. So I'm just going to turn my pendant upside down. See, there's the side that's going to get the paint. And I'm just going to lay it on there. And then I'm going to press it down into the paint. Really, really, really good so that all the sides are getting covered. And then I'm going to lift up. And I'm going to wipe my fingers really quick. And we did get a little bit of paint on the bottom. That's perfectly fine. But there's my flower. I love this. And the paint just does what it does. And if you need to, you can take one of your silicone brushes or other brushes, regular hair brushes work fine too. You can just sort of dab and add if anything didn't get covered. And that's what we're doing. That's it. That's our flower. And look at the pretty design it made. I sometimes want to cut those out and make pendants with them. Wouldn't that be cool? So we can just add a little bit of that and let the paint go where it goes. That's it. So now I'm just going to add that to my plate so that it can dry completely. And that part is done. So now the next one we're going to do is the butterfly. And this one you will need, you're going to need your paintbrushes for. And I have been enjoying using, let me grab here. This one has like a little bit of a slant to it. Get it in the camera there. And it just allows me to sort of drop that paint on there so that it will do a similar effect like we've done here. So now I'm just going to put some white. I'm going to use marble. It's called marble. And I'm going to use verdigris. I'm going to use yellow or the citrine. And I want a little bit of purple, amethyst. And I think that's it. So I'm going to start to put a little bit of these colors out here. And I'm just adding a few drops so that I create a little bubble, a little bubble of paint. And that way I can quickly add them while we're working. And I'm going to sort of try to work both sides of my butterfly so that they're sort of equal. And so I'm going to hold this guy here. I'm going to add a little bit of the white here and just kind of let it flow in a little bit. Right there. Dropping the white in here. And this is so easy that it's like not a big deal to just kind of add the paint. It's really nice. Okay, so I've got that going. Again, I'm not trying to be perfect here. I love that it's you can just easily add the paint without too much fuss. So I'm going to start adding the blue here, and you'll see that the white kind of blends with the blue, and it starts to blend in together. I love that. Right here. And if you need to, you can turn your brush around to get that other side. And we're just working out. We're working our way out and letting that paint blend together. A little bit more here. And I'm just allowing the white and the blue to kind of come together. And the white and the blue to come together. I'm wiping off my brush in between because I don't want to get the paints mixed together here. I want the paints mixed here, but not here. So next I'm going to take the yellow and I'm going to add that. Give it a little bit of yellow and see how it's sort of blending. I love that. This naturally blends. And I'm coming down here, adding some more. And I'm not worried about that texture below because it's just soaking up that paint, right? And you know, these are not like, I don't know if there's a real butterfly out there that looks like this, but I'm having fun creating. And that's, you just gotta let it go. If you want to paint a realistic butterfly, that is wonderful. But for me, I'm just having a great time letting the colors blend, and we can come back and add a little bit more of the blue here on this side so that, there we go, like that. And then if you need to like turn it, we can do that too. I'm going to pick it up and sort of add that blue so you can kind of help it along so the yellow doesn't overwhelm it. There we go. Okay. So now I want to add a little bit of the purple, but I think I might come out a little bit more with some more yellow. So I'm going to pick that up, and I think I'm going to hold it here so that you can see too. So I'm just dropping that paint in there. And I'm just dabbing it. And right here, I'm going to put a little bit like that. I brought this one up a little bit more. And then this one, again, like I did on the other side, I'm going to just, we may need to add some more yellow. Let's add some more yellow. Excuse my hands while I get them out of the way. Let's see, here we go. Adding some more yellow there. All right, so I'm liking that. And now I'm going to add the purple on the edges. Here we go. And again, just letting that blend in like it does. So easy, right? Yeah. There we go. So you can tilt the butterfly or whatever object it is you're painting, and it'll run if you add, more than just a dab, and then allow it to kind of run together. Look at that. See the run on that end? So I'm just going to add a little bit more so that it will run into that and blend together. There we go. So many butterflies that I see have these mottled colors, and you can always come back in and add little dots. For this video, I'm going to have to let things dry before I do that because I've added so much paint. But okay, let me add some more purple to my dots here so that I can pick that up, have it blend with the yellow. And hopefully you're seeing this okay. I keep checking the camera to make sure I'm staying in the camera. And so here we go. I'm just adding that purple to the yellow. And then letting it kind of blend in together. There we go. I love that, the little lines that it's creating in the paint. So fabulous. So fabulous. Staying within the paint. I'm just moving it around so that you can see my butterfly there. So now I've just come in with my, clean my brush, and I'm just going to put a little bit of yellow here where it's not blending too much. And then maybe I can, yeah, there we go. So it's blending a little bit like there. All right. And then the last little bit I'm going to do, excuse me, is add a little bit of gold, is what I did on this butterfly. And I'm going to bring this one in just so you can see. This one, I added a little bit of gold to the body right there. I'm just dropping the paint on there. Again, nothing perfect. We just want it to kind of blend in. A little bit with the body. And then next week when I show you how you can take the vintage buffer. It's a buffing block, and you can come in and sort of take the paint away off of those lines, and then you'll, like on this one, it'll really show up. But the main thing today is just to get the paint onto the butterfly. So I'm just going to add a little bit of paint to that. And again, nothing perfect. It's okay if it blends. I love that when it does that. And I think for this butterfly's antenna, maybe we should make it green. And you can see that this goes really fast. And you want to work fast because the patina paints dry pretty quickly. Oh, look at that, how that just kind of blended into there. I love it. So this one, I'm just kind of going to dab onto. I don't want to cover the brass completely. So I'm just kind of dabbing it on a little bit. All right. And then next week I'll show you the buffing block to take away a little bit of the paint. Not a lot, just to show some of the lines and the texture that is in the brass piece. And I will try to find the link. Got these brass pieces from Amazon. So I will try to find the link and post it with this video. And that is pretty much what we're going to do today. So these are our pieces. This is the flower. And then the two pieces that this one's already dry. So that's what we worked on today. So I hope you enjoyed painting with me today, these brass pieces. Again, I'll put the link. I'll see if I can find the link from Amazon, and I will add it to our video in the comments if you want to check that. We are on Facebook. Again, this is a Facebook challenge for our group for Maureen Bradley Designs. This is for the month of April. It's a butterfly pendant inspired by a bottle of wine called the Butterfly Effect. So I hope you enjoyed today, and I will see you soon. Have a fabulous rest of your day.